That's it. I mean, she's a tough cookie. She's very nasty a lot of the time. She's supposed to be screaming at Harry a lot of the time. I don't know whether she hits him or not, but she is very, very dangerous, I think.
Breaking right now, Valentine Lowe, who is the well-regarded royal author of Courtiers, who broke the original story of the bullying HR investigation into Meghan Markle at Buckingham Palace, has responded to Hollywood Reporter's bombshell suggestion that Meghan Markle is an HR nightmare, terrifying for staff, and even a, quote, dictator in high heels. So this
Said, wait a minute.
this is what Valentine Lowe has had to say. He said it does have some glaring and fascinating echoes of everything I wrote and that others have written before about Meghan. I don't know about the truth of the Hollywood Reporter article, but it seems to be a pattern that she is, depending on your point of view, either a demanding boss or a difficult one.
Bruh, chill.
She certainly has clear standards, but on the other hand, the demands she makes of people may not always reflect what's possible. She may demand too much. And of course, Valentine Lowe originally revealed that Jason Knauf, then the Kensington Palace press secretary, had written an internal email in 2018 pointing out that he was very concerned that Meghan Markle was able to, quote, bully two PAs out of the royal household in the past year. He said the treatment of the staff was totally unacceptable, and he went on to say the Duchess seems intent on always having someone in her sights. She is bullying and seeking to undermine her confidence. We have had report after report from people who have witnessed unacceptable behaviour.
Boy.
So, Angela Levin, this is absolutely fascinating, isn't it? Because, as you know, for a very long time, Harry and Meghan's argument has been that all of the reports of bullying behaviour and terrible treatment of staff was just a campaign.
That doesn't make sense.
By the men in grey suits within Buckingham Palace, by people like you and me in the media who they decided we just had it in for them. Absolutely not true, by the way. We were just reporting what really happened. But how on earth can they justify the fact that the exact same thing has now happened in Hollywood and has been reported by Hollywood Reporter, which, Angela, is not some sort of right-wing or conservative publication. I mean, this is the woke Bible of Hollywood, and they are talking about how terrible Meghan is.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Yes, it's very interesting, isn't it? I mean, they do feel it. Just add to you that it's the palace who's made it all up to be unkind to her, which, you know, is now known to be nonsense. So the Hollywood Reporter is very highly respected, and they are believed to tell the truth. So for them to really have a go at her is partly fascinating and partly astonishing. So they've said that everyone can get terrified by her. She belittles people. She doesn't take advice. Harry is very charming, but he's an enabler. That means he just does what he's told, and that's it.
Said, wait a minute.
And she's called Duchess Difficult, and it's going to be a very, very hard one to live with. I mean, she said she marches around like a dictator in high heels, fuming and barking orders, and she's reduced grown men to tears. It's very interesting, isn't it?
Do you believe it, Angela, based on your reporting of Meghan?
Well, I think so. I mean, you can see that. You just have to see what she's like with her husband, pulling him around, gripping him. And when he wants to go up to speak, which was very shortly, a few weeks ago, you know, she was holding him back and he was pulling to go and he pulled up. Now, you know, only people who who have problems with themselves will do that to an unlimited number of people watching.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
I don't think she will take them to court. We'll have to see. But I think what she will do, which she does when she hates what's happened, is to go very, very quiet. I think she had her weekend of fun, and then she'll go very, very quiet. And then there'll be one PR after another PR thing saying how wonderful she is and how it's all going. And her cooking things are all fine, even though they won't come out till February. And Netflix is doing something, even though it's not going to come out till December. And I think that that's how it will be. I think it will be too much to do that. Do you remember the cartoon about her, which was also extremely rude and nasty? You know, I want privacy. I want privacy. She didn't take them to court. She didn't.
No. Well, I don't think
that either.
I don't think there's any way she can, Angela. I mean, they have spoken to 12 current or former staff members. And actually, what's really fascinating, and this doesn't always happen, is that Hollywood Reporter are actually prepared to speak publicly about what they discovered on a major syndicated American TV show called Access Hollywood. So let me play you the first part of this, Angela, and we can react off the bat.
According to the Hollywood Reporter's Mayor Roshan, the magazine's bombshell report investigates the reported mass exodus of employees who worked under the Duke and Duchess.
Our reporter talked to, I think, a dozen people. Most of them are people who have worked very closely with the couple in various capacities, now and previously.
The article comes on the heels of news last month claiming that the couple's chief of staff, Josh Kettler, left his post after only 3 months on the job, which we are told was a trial period and a mutual decision. Kettler has not returned our request for comment.
Boy.
Our reporter talked to one very high-up source who works for the couple, who said everyone is terrified of Meghan Markle.
That doesn't make sense.
A Hollywood Reporter quotes the sources saying Meghan, quote, belittles people. She doesn't take advice. Harry is a very, very charming person, no airs at all, but he's very much an enabler. According to the...
Now, Angela, that man who we just saw there, Maya Roshan, he is the editor-in-chief of the Hollywood Reporter. So if she was going to sue anyone, she would be suing him. Now, you can see he stands by his story. He's very confident about it. He's prepared to say, our reporters are speaking to very senior people who work for them. I mean, to me, this looks like copper bottom reporting.
Good job.
Yes, absolutely. The editor of a paper won't go out and speak like that if he had a tiny bit of doubt, would he? He just wouldn't do it. And so there we are. We have it. But actually, there are a lot of figures that confirm this. One is that, she's lost 18 top people since they left Buckingham Palace. But there's also been nearly 20 people at a lower level who've also gone. The problem is they've had to sign a lot of papers that they won't say anything about their lives there.
I said, wait a minute.
And, I think that's right at one level, but so they're absolutely tongue-tied to do anything, saying what they want to do now.